with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone.
Watch it. 380. We ain't giving up nothing to take up like that.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Penny will try to punch it in, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
36 power.
They'll run with Penny. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Squeeze, double. Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Push him back.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Rip left.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flush to his right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Deuce.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Check.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
It's our time. No.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Try and run for this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added. Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better, but the bottom line is the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. For Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
48. Hey, you don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 48, Mike. 40. One left. 12. You better be afraid of me.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, D.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
On first down, Ingram. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ingram again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now third down.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check 43.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Here's Jackson on third and long. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Move 15. 50 seconds, come on. One time. Watch out.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the out.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Touch 50, touch 50. 48. Here we go. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, 48's the Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check 9. Zebra. Come on, switch it.
Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Tucker with the extra point, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Check three.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wilson now throwing again. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
19. 36 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A 41-yard attempt.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Penny. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 1, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 66, pull it, half. One flip, one flip. 48 Mike, 48 Mike.
To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. It's caught, Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
We got 4.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.